You can see in front of me, they are young men who seem to be doing something. They are going to tell us what they are doing. Trying to work on the farm, hands-on, trying to build something. I just discovered these are just not ordinary boys. They are not just village boys. They are actual university graduates. And this is what we should be expecting from our university graduates. You can see they have put away their shoes, put away their gloves, and they are working on this structure. Yes, my friend.
Yes, Doctor.
Who will you be?
Michael.
Michael who?
Michael Orono.
Michael Orono?
Yes.
What is it that you are doing now here?
We are trying to make a structure.
Yes.
For BSF, which what we call a black soldier flying pool. Yeah, so basically we're putting a structure for them where we can be breeding.
So tell us about yourself. Who are you, what you do, and how did you find yourself into this kind of BSF work?
As you said, I'm a graduate. I'm a teacher by profession. An alumni of Kenyatta University, but with a keen interest in agriculture and a keen interest in BSF, because now when we talk about sustainability, when it comes to animal feed, when it comes to human consumption, food, there are so many facets that we need to look at, and one of the best bets to work on is the BSF, because it's a fly which can produce animal feed. So we don't have to go to fish in Lake Victoria, get the fish meal, grind them, then use them as animal feeds.
You are telling me that this BSF black soldier fly is going to produce feed for animals, for birds, for fish also?
Yes, for fish also.
And therefore you are making it sustainable and available away from the lake. This is the up country. There are no rivers here. So how can you talk of fish away from the sea? Are you going to make fish here?
Just to clarify my point, sorry. When you go to the market, like where we are in Kimilili, we have a market which is called Soko ya Alhamisi. That's what people know most. You'll find that there are ladies who always sell these fish meals to give to those people who rear chickens and birds, who rear poultry, if I can say, to sum it up. And this fish meal, this daga, I mean we call them daga, they've not yet developed fully. So in the process of fishing, you find that they fish fish which are still young, which are not supposed to be fished. So when we talk about fish meal, we get our fish from either Busia or Kisumu. So they travel by road all the way to our market here. That's when our farmers can be.
So this is like a substitute of the fish meal, or a substitute or complement, or increasing the supply, diversifying the supply of fish meal.
I will call it's a substitute of fish meal. And when you look at the protein contents of the BSF, which we'll be looking at it sometimes later when we already have them here, the protein level is either the same or is slightly higher than the one which is for fish meal.
So you are now doing the structure.
Yes.
Is it going to be the final structure for this BSF, or are you breeding? Or tell us about this small structure and how you are going to do the BSF farming itself.
Yeah, so we've built a structure. We're building a structure which we'll be doing a tentative experiment on breeding. From this, then we will know how we are going to build a bigger structure. Most probably what we'll need is a greenhouse.
When you are now in full production, will be a greenhouse. You are going with a piloting here, breeding.
Sure.
You said you are a teacher. Where do you teach?
I used to teach at Ruiru Boys, but after my graduation, I just came at home, and now I'm venturing into agriculture.
But I also saw you in a group somewhere. You are helping some bottom of the pyramid organizations here.
Yes.
You are helping. Tell us about what you are doing at this bottom of the pyramid so that we fit in this bottom up thing.
Yeah, we had a program. We've registered a group which is called Upendo. So Upendo is an organization which we want to incorporate our elderly people who maybe in one way or another, they don't have food, they don't have clothing, they don't have proper shelter, and maybe they have children, and the children, they're not taking care of them at the moment. Now, because they have become old, they are deemed to be useless in the society. So where we were...
Just a minute before you go on. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see how the architect is going on. Look at the man far, far away. They are trying to do the architecture here. They are trying to do the available resources that they have. Look, he is using his bare eyes, the man far away, and the next one, they are doing the design as they build this structure for the black soldier fly, the BSF, and you see how they are doing it, And let's go near. Let's ask this gentleman before he come back to the teacher. My friend, who will you be, and what are you doing? What is this that you are doing? You're very accurately trying to be accurate without modern instruments, and you are putting up this structure. I can see you're doing some geometry, you're doing some measurement. I can see a pole here. You want to do diagonals and all that. Going to come up with a structure without necessarily having the scientific instruments for it. First of all, tell us who you are.
My name is Okware Alex. I'm the brother to Michael Orono, who has been in the earlier activities doing the black soldier flies. So I'm helping him to set up the plant. So yeah.
And Mike says he's a graduate of Kenyatta University.
Yes.
What would be? How about yourself?
Okay, I've just completed my studies in University of Nairobi, specializing in. I've done Bachelor of Real Estate, so I'm hoping to graduate September, inshallah. So we are waiting for the results. Yeah.
You can see, ladies and gentlemen, these are students. One is a mwalimu, a teacher at Kenyatta University. Another one's real estate in the University of Nairobi. But they are doing something completely different from what they are studying. What do you want to tell people? That now you are real estate, and here you are trying to do something about black soldier fly. Why is it? Why not go to the real estate?
Okay, I have an enthusiasm of doing farming, and I believe it was inculcated by our mother, taking us to the field. And also, if I can bring real estate terms, we have something called the highest and best use of land. Currently, Bungoma, we are blessed with good rainfall, good soils. So we can't expect to be putting structures everywhere. People are there who need to be fed. So I believe also in terms of my career path, the aspect of putting our land to the best use, I believe it augurs well. And that's what we are doing here, because Bungoma, we are more of agricultural county here.
And Mike tells me there's an organization that, a grassroots organization that they are helping. Are you involved in this, the old people improving their productivity so they don't sit idle?
Yes.
Tell us just a little bit.
Okay, we started Upendo community-based organization. Unfortunately, due to COVID, we cannot be able to have the wazes together due to the fact they are more endangered. But we are able to host a ceremony in which I believe, Professor, you are part of it, where wazee came together, and we want to roll it further so that we can be able to engage them in terms of financial literacy, hiyo pesa ambayo wanapewa na serikali wajue jinsi ya kuitumia. And also, as a real estate student, I also want to teach these fellows about land issues, because we have land issue succession. So we want to roll things further, teach them about land governance and everything, so that if these wazees are there, let the people, the kinsmen, don't have these land issues or conflicts which arise here. So it's our organization, we want it to be broad-based, and we are also looking for partners to come on board and see how we can be able to change the lives of the people of Bungoma and Kenya as a general.
Bwana, mi naona na wewe uko busy sana. Wewe ni unaitwa nani? Naona unachukua miti, mnafanya hii structure. Tuambie wewe unaitwa nani bwana?
Mimi naitwa Mr. Celestine Kitui Omalo.
Yes. Hapo sasa hii unafanya nini?
Hapa nimeungana na marafiki zangu hapa. Ni wanafunzi na wako na experience kuniliko kisi cha waokopa. Mimi nataka kusoma kutoka kwao.
Kwani wewe wao ni mastudent, wewe una kiwango gani cha elimu?
Mimi mwenyewe ni class 8. Sikuweza kuingia form 1.
Sasa unasema huokopi watu wa university, unafanya nao kazi, unataka wakufundishe. Sasa hii mnafanya kazi gani?
Hapa umekuja tunataka kusalisha chakula fulani hapa. Hapa tunafuka samaki, kuku, na tumeona kununua chakula kwa maduka. Tunaenda tusemi hasara, lakini tunatumia pesa mingi, hata tumeamua kutengeneza yetu hapa.
Aha. Sasa wewe unasomea kwa hawa, wanakufundisha, wakimaliza sasa wewe unaweza hata kufanya peke yako mwenyewe.
Wakimaliza watakuwa wameniachia akili, na kama kuna yeyote anaweza hitaji kitu kama hiyo, basi mimi nitakuwa area kama wao wameenda kufundisha wengine.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are hearing it from this gentleman. He says he never went beyond primary, but he has been learning, and he has talked of a concept that we teach in the university, technology transfer, ati wanamwachia akili. So these university students, graduates and another one still going on, they are actually transferring the technology that they are getting in their books, in their universe, to the rural. They are coming back, bringing back the knowledge, helping the rural scene, the bottom of the pyramid, so to speak. They identify the needs, like you have heard from them. They identify the need, and for them, they are dealing with the elderly, the senior citizens of this country. They are telling us that a number of our senior citizens, when they grow old, they become lonely. They are alone. Their children, some of them have gone abroad, and they are in diaspora, and they remain home all alone and kind of idle. They are generating appropriate activities for these elders to occupy them, so that they are not, poor, or they don't remain poor, so that they remove the stress and all that. Now, this is the example that we want. University students coming back to the soil, if they are going to teach this gentleman of standard 8, they are not going to use sophisticated technology. Otherwise, they will have to put him into a laboratory at the University of Nairobi or Kenyatta University. This person cannot afford that. So they are reducing the complicated knowledge they got in the books at the university to this level, so that now the technology serves the community without necessarily using the sophisticated apparatus. This is what we really call technology transfer. The ability for these students to convert the textbook knowledge, high-tech laboratory knowledge, to this local scene and make it work is what we want. They are not going to sit in offices, as they say. Like this one is a teacher. He has taught in Ruiru. He has come here, found a need to teach in many other forms, and this is what they are doing. So have they told us they are constructing a breeding structure for the black soldier fly. They want to go on later and then be farming, producing the real black soldier farm, which will, as they have said, will be like a greenhouse. And this is part of now helping the elderly sit at home, make these small structures at home, observe their own black soldier flies, sell them to the animal breeders or animal farmers, because as Mike says, the black soldier fly will be feed for fish, feed for chicken, feed for cattle. So an elderly person with a structure like this one, constructed by this group of people, they can go house to house constructing them, and then the farmers, the elderly, just be sitting, the fly farms itself. Once the structure is done and the necessary apparatus of food is put in, the fly just multiplies. The farmer or the old man will just be picking the larva to sell to the poultry farmers, to sell to the fish farmers. You can see a type of poultry that we're talking about. This is like a hen that has look like special feathers. This hen is eating green. Look at the feathers. And this is what these people are saying. They are making feed for poultry. This is an interesting chicken. And this is hen with interesting feathers. Very interesting feathers. And they're doing it just next to small ponds here. Small fish ponds. In these fish ponds, we have fish, and the black soldier fly will be feed for these fish. This is what these gentlemen are telling me. So here they are. The structure is coming, the line is coming, the geometry is coming. Look at that board language. Look at that board language. This gentleman who said that he didn't go beyond the standard 8, he's mixing very well with these university students. Look at the board language. The university student is using his knowledge from the books. The standard 8 boy is using experience, the tacit knowledge we call it. There is tacit knowledge, inborn knowledge, knowledge gained on the ground. The university students are bringing in the theory, and look at when the two meet. When the university students talk about theory, they mix with the tacit knowledge, and the structure is coming up. And the only thing I have seen here that is technical is the rod that they're using to make the holes. Otherwise, they don't have any scientific instrument here. I have not seen any what we call kabilo or those things. No, they are using the knowledge, the resources available, and making something stand. Of course, this is what we shall call appropriate technology. Technology that fits the environment. Technology that is affordable. Technology that is accepted by the community. Because if you brought here expensive, sophisticated instruments, you will scare off the old farmer who cannot afford it. But if you can reduce it so that you use your knowledge, local knowledge, to do what they are doing, indeed, it will be acceptable. So, my friend Mike,
Yes.
somebody might want to reach you.
Yeah.
Somebody might want to communicate with you.
Sure.
How can somebody reach you?
Maybe through my phone number.
Yes.
My phone number is 0791 860 886.
Come again.
91
Start again. 07
91
91
86
86
0
0
886.
886.
Sure.
That is Mike. Mike has a lot of brains in him. He has a lot of ideas. You call him and you can share. He can even come and construct these things for you. Let's go to, we want also, people might want to reach you. The University of Nairobi student is here, but he is ready to be called around. Ask him about the nyumba ya wazee, the wazee that they are doing, they will tell you. So, Bwana, how can somebody reach you?
Okay, you can reach me through my phone number 07 469 56215.
Come again.
07 469 56215.
Bwana Kitui, mimi naona unafanya hii kazi vizuri sana. Mtu anaweza kutaka uende umfanyie kwake, anaweza kukupata namna gani?
Tapika simu kwa 07 03 33 691.
Come again.
07
07
03
03
334
334
961.
961.
Yeah.
This is a team I can see which is perfecting the construction of BSF, black soldier fly structures, and there are many other things they can do. So you want to reach them, they'll come and do it for you. And of course, we do not want them to come and do it for free. I am a professor of entrepreneurship, and we always say there is no free lunch. So do not expect that you call them to come and they do it for free. But definitely, they will be much less expensive than what you will hire from the professionals, so to speak. But the work they are doing is quite professional. So now they are structuring this. When it's finished, we shall come and see the BSF that is breeding. Bwana Mike,
Yes.
where are you going to get this BSF?
Now, the BSF, where we are going to get from, before I answer that question, I had tried my own breeding because they say the black soldier fly is found in the wild. So I made an attractant, which I used poultry poop. That's for the chicken, and we had ducks. So I put it in the wild. I thought maybe the BSF will come and breed from there, but unfortunately, it did not work out. What I came to breed, there were these normal flies, these flies of the toilet, the dark ones. So where I tend to get my black soldier fly from, we'll be buying them from a place called Muranga, Makuyu. So by Tuesday, it should be around then. We can walk you through the process, how they look, how they work, and how we are going to breed them. So
Indeed, Mike came here and we wanted to breed them locally, but either the environment or we didn't succeed. Then he got through his networks, he got a farmer, a lady farmer in Muranga, Makuyu. I actually talked to the late farmer. They are shipping the larvae and the eggs from Muranga, from her farm, and on Tuesday they'll reach Bungoma, Kimilili, Lutonyi, and this is again technology transfer that we can import the larvae of black soldier fly, and that's what we're going to do. Come Tuesday, 2-3 days from now, they'll be here and we shall make another clip. Thank you for listening, and you see, the limit is never the sky, or can we say the sky is never the limit. Anything is possible, but determination is important. Students of the university, look at your colleagues. These are colleagues who have gone through the university with you, but they are not out there tamaking looking for white-collar jobs. They are here soiling their hands. They are here doing something that is has very rich multiplier effect. One, there is a social benefit. They are like social entrepreneurs. They want to bring value to the old generation, the senior citizens. But that is not for free. It has an economic sense, because when we produce this feed, then the animal farmer, the chicken farmer, benefits through cheaper feed and readily available, and the multiply effect goes on. This is just the beginning of a long value chain. These are the first element, the first links in the value chain. Watch this space. These students will be back telling you more.